Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna learn about how to load Excel data on R. So we have to load data into R Studio before we start analyzing it. R is useful in data cleaning and analysis. Now, by now everybody should have been able to install R Studio. If you haven't, kindly refer to my previous video on how to install R Studio so that we might be on the same page. Good. Now everybody, I think we are on the same. So if you open up your R Studio, this is what you'll be getting. And well, now my data, let me first cancel this so that we can start. Good. So this is the first thing you get when you actually get to, let me get back to the home folder. Yeah. So good. Now the first thing you want to do is that you want to navigate to the where you have your data set. This is the data that you're going to, this is what you're going to load into R. It's just a simple data containing, it's a simple Excel file containing names, county, the sex and the age. So a person's name, county coming from, the gender, the age. Okay, right, you can say instead of that you can put it actually to be gender. Yes, that sounds okay. All right, so now we're gonna go back to R and import our data set. So we have first to navigate here under files. You see you have several headings here. We go to files. My data set is in desktop, learn R, and here it is. Okay, so when I click on that, there's a pop-up that tells me to view file or import dataset. So we're gonna go to import dataset. Alternatively, you can come here to environment tab and import dataset, and then you can also import from Excel. If you go there, you can import from Excel and you can browse and actually get it. Or if you're importing from maybe online through your website or where, you can put your URL here and then you can import. But before we go up to here, because the same thing, I'd advise that you use this kind of import. So when you click here, we can say we want to import dataset, and you'll see what it does. Here it automatically inputs the URL of where our dataset is located, and then we have a data preview of how our data looks like. And then there's something I want to talk about. Don't be tempted to click on import, because this is a learning process and I want you to really get everything. So we're gonna name first our dataset. I can come here and say my data. Okay, and then we can say automatically it assumes first rows as names, as you can see there. So if I remove that, no, let it remain like that. First row as names, first row as names. So this is our name. So before we actually say now we want to import, there's something here I want you to copy. This is like a copy button. It's not visible, but I believe so. You have to click on that, and then you press on cancel. I have a reason for that, which I'm gonna talk in a few minutes. Then we come and create a new file, because we want to be working with scripts. So create a new file, an R script. Okay. Yes, and then this is where we're gonna paste what we copied. Now let's stop for a minute and actually talk about what is here. Here we have 3 lines of code. We have the first one, which calls the library, the read Excel, which is the R library for reading Excel data. And then here we read our file from where it is located and assign it to a variable my data. And then the third line, we view my data. So if I'm gonna press run and actually see my data is not found, let's see why. Oh, nah, nice. Good, we had run maybe. All right, so here you'll see that something has happened here in the global environment. It has brought some, if you look at and understand what is this and this, 4 variables means actually the columns, right? And the the rows, the 12 rows, those are the 12 objects. That's how R interprets it. So if you have in a million rows, it has to mention them. If you have 40 to 100 columns, it brings it to that. So another thing uh, I want to mention is how you're gonna, because you realize that when we didn't select the entire data, we got an error that the object my data is not found, because we hadn't we have to select the entire thing and then you run. Okay, don't forget that. So if you want to learn more about this package, if we can add another line of code and say read excel. Okay, yes, want to read excel and then run it. Okay, it will bring you a help description of everything you need to know about the read excel package and how you're gonna use it. Right. So guys, I want you to go and actually work around, do what we have just done, repeat multiple times until you get it, and then in our next lesson you're gonna learn on how we are gonna analyze on the data that we have just imported. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so, and let's turn your mind into a data scientist. Okay, bye.